everybody, today we are going to be talking about the Miracle Diamond Sponge by Real Techniques. First I'm going to be talking about some pros of this sponge, and then I'm going to be talking about some cons. So pro number one is that it's absolutely adorable. I love that it is a diamond shape. I love the marble swirl on it. I think it's really cute. It looks nice on my vanity, so that's always a plus. The second pro is that there are a lot of different surface areas you can use to apply your makeup. This big one here I've used for foundation and also for like buffing out cream blushes. I've used these sides here on the points to do underneath my eye and then like up along the jaw, and these smaller ones here I've used like around my forehead for bronzing, and I think it's really cool. There are a lot of different like areas you can use, and you don't have to wash it like in between like each step because you can just like rotate around, so I think that's pretty cool and like a time-saving device. And third, I do really like the price. It is $9.99, so it's like half the price of a beauty blender, and I am cheap, so that appeals to me. Alright, but there are some cons. They say you can use this damp or dry, but I would highly recommend using it damp because when you use it dry, I just feel like it sucks up way too much product and you're gonna waste a lot. So definitely use it damp. However, when you do use it damp, it gets really big and almost too soft, so it's a little bit hard to like manage. I feel like you have a little less control over it once it is like really damp and fluffy. The little point here you're supposed to be able to use like for like concealing points and things like that, but this just gets so like flimsy once it's damp that it kind of just goes all over the place and it's not very like exact. The third con is that I'm already starting to see a couple of tears in the sponge. I haven't had this too long, but if you guys can see right here, there are some little tears starting to form. I'm not sure if that has to do with the fact that it gets so soft when it's wet or why those formed, but I haven't really had this too long, so I'm a little sad to see those already starting to pop up on the sponge. When you do go to wash it out, I would be careful because it does get very soft and it does absorb a lot of water and soap, so I would take care to like really get all the soap out, but also be careful that you don't stab it with your fingernails and cause little tears. That's most likely where this little tear right here came from, is like a fingernail gouging it, I would assume. Alright guys, and that is it for the Miracle Diamond Sponge. I will leave a link for this down below. I did receive this from Octoly, but I guarantee you all of my thoughts and opinions are completely my own as always. Anyway, thank you guys so very much for watching. If you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe. It means the absolute world to me. Keep an eye out for that giveaway. I promise you it is coming soon, and as always, I hope you guys have an absolutely fantastic day, and I will see you next time. Bye!